two households, both alike in dignity. In fair Griffonia, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. Welcome everybody to a mod that is a completely normal mod where there's regular human leaders, of course. Nothing weird here. It's just one of those HOI4 mods that adds different countries and a different map. It's all really interesting for sure. Yeah. Well, actually, anyways, we're playing as the Falcorian Queendom today. It's an overlooked country for the most part. It's kind of the counterpart to the kingdom of Wingbardy. But yeah, today we'll be taking things in a spicy direction here. And we could go just with the nice princess, or we could go with appeasers no longer. And we all know how appeasement goes for the most part, I would assume. So today we fight the good fight. We'll start off with just doing some industrial focuses though, because I kind of need some military factories if I'm gonna build an army. I'm going to throw all my cards into military research and technology. It's really just not worth it to do any industrial stuff, because if we give Wingbardy too much time, they'll become too powerful, so we have to act as fast as possible. We'll get the mills, we won't even worry about the civs here, and then we'll go straight down to our appeasers no longer path. And it would be nice to have some good units, but we're just going to put all of our factories on guns and just try to make as many units as possible, because we're really going to have to be flanking Wingbardy and such. That's our only real option. I guess they're also going communist, so that's fun. Oh no, the elites, the fine elites, the nobles of the country are sensing the monarchy's weakness, and the council can no longer trust the princess. Falcor will spiral into a deep crisis with the extremist elements of the state taking control. Oh, sounds like a party to me. And I just noticed that Wingbardy actually occupies the city of Falcor right now. That's kind of an embarrassment to us, because we're the Falcorian Queendom, and they have what I assume was our old capital. The fates of the Falconi and the Wingbardi have been intertwined for centuries now. This sounds like the start of an Italian mafia story. We were perfectly content to stay within our historical borders, but it was the Wingbardians who shot first at Marinclow, and we were forced to defend ourselves from the unwarranted aggression. And yet Evergiffen knows how the remainder turned out. The so-called miracle, we suspect the Wingbardians paid off unicorns for the job, the slaughter at Esbolus Forest, the enemy at the gates of Falcor, so those rotten Wingbardi cheating in our little war. Falcor will be ours again, one way or the other. Now the Wingbardians see Falcor as a mere trophy, and to kill a princess. Falcor is at an impasse. The humiliations inflicted upon us since the Treaty of Esbolus continue to mount, all while our feckless leaders refuse to honor our veterans and stand up for our nation's pride. And so we were forced to take decisive action and permanently eliminate the blockage. Well, sorry, princess. That's just unfortunately how, mafia works. I hate myself. Now we're led by the great mafia boss, Gabriel D'Artiglio. Very well respected man. Much more respected than the communists who took over Wingbardy to the south. Saying has developed over the years. Put two Falcorians in a room and you'll get three opinions. So it looks like there's the monarchists who, yeah, their time is over. And we have the Falcorian legals under Gabriel, our man here. And then the syndicates who belong down in Wingbardy. Let's be honest. Oh yes, we have to pin the blame for the princess too. It was a shameful act and we must completely conceal our involvement. It is fortunate, however, that we have very convenient targets to frame. I would say it's unfortunate that there's so easy targets to frame. It's like it's falling into our hands and we just have to blame other people. We don't even have a choice. It's so easy. And unfortunately, the Wingbardians are scheming again. As to be expected though, they joined a faction with Prywin to their north. Prywin is at least in a war of their own, so they'll be a little distracted, but it's still annoying. I can only really spare one division per tile if we're over here. At least it's marshes and hills and stuff, so it should be pretty defensible, and Wingbardy doesn't really have many divisions to defend themselves, so we should be fine. I guess I'll put just one division here in case on this port. And here we go, it is finally time once again. We'll go into war economy. We should be able to defend over here, but we'll slowly start maneuvering our troops to encircle these divisions and reclaim the great city of Falcor. And things here are going, okay, kind of. It's kind of annoying to have to deal with this front, but we at least encircled some divisions over here before they put a lot of stuff here. It's going to be annoying once our one ally kind of capitulates, because yeah, that's inevitable at this point. We at least encircled their one tank. Oh, and we had a decision to raise some divisions up here. That's convenient. Okay, so that last time did not go so well. It wasn't the worst war ever considering how weak we were, but this time we'll declare war and then immediately do this decision that I just didn't check for the first time. So then these guys will pop up here, and then that gives us a free encirclement of these divisions here. Usually it wouldn't, but we just got lucky with how they placed their divisions there. And then we'll get our leader as a general, clean up the encirclement here, and then try to end this really fast, because they're gonna do what they did last time and deploy a whole bunch more divisions. Oh, and fortunately, as the Wingbardians fall, so do their brothers. Luckily, they were the only major there. It's nice, we now own all their stuff. We own our old capital. I assume we'll move it back to this city soon enough. We also have a new march, new puppet state. A very interesting puppet state for sure. Yeah. But yeah, and we'll be able to feed the Kingdom of Prywin some of its cores back soon. I guess we could just justify war now. Oh yeah, there's the decision right there. We can restore the old capital, get a free civilian factory there. There we go, yeah, the reunification of Falcor. With peace settled and the Wingbardians ruined for all time, the time has come for the seat of our capital to be restored to Falcor. There we go, yeah, that's nice. And then we're doing this focus too to get 4 more factories there. And you know, now to get some revenge, we're going to burn Carthan to the ground. It's fair, right? And now that we burn the city to the ground, we're just going to steal all of its factories too. We're really doing some interesting stuff to that city. And now since we got Carthan and then burned it down, we can upgrade to a developed science base, which is pretty good. It makes us research stuff a lot fast. We're also going to utilize the remnants of the Wingbardian fleet. I assume that gives us some of their navy, I would guess. I think that's another good trophy. We already have the trophy of Carthan, which is now Maximiliana instead. Yeah. And in the north, the Griffonian Empire, led by Archonius VII, is having some difficulties. They may have declared war on too many people. I don't know, somehow we're making an incredibly large amount of artillery. Like, I had 10 factories on it, but I've had to move it down to 5 just because we're making so much. Okay, but now it's time for yet another invasion. Here we go. These two are in a faction together, but they shouldn't be any problem, really. Or maybe I could wait until they declare war on them. Oh well. Ah yes, there we go. We'll full annex both these guys. We'll be able to get cores on them later. Oh wait, we're renaming the JoJo Island? I don't know about that. I just can't do it, even for the free civ. That's not an option. And the Soaring Eagle. Throughout the city of Falcor, buildings were plastered with Falcorian flags, and griffins were raucously celebrating Falcor's many glorious triumphs. In the heart of the city, a massive crowd had gathered to hear Gabriel's grand address to the nation. It was obvious to all watching that he was in high spirits, even as he limped to the podium in preparation for his speech. He seemed to have a spring in his step. Years ago, I fought alongside Falcor's finest and witnessed First Claw, our darkest hour. Dirtiglio began. In the aftermath, I saw those same griffins betrayed by our weak-willed leaders. I saw our princess slain in an act of despicable skullduggery. But we did not succumb to despair. We steeled our resolve and regained our pride. Oh well, Falcor has been vindicated. This is good. 200 years of peace, yes. Well yeah, that was pretty fun. It was nice uniting this area. So I guess that's all for now, and I will see you all next time.